Hello and welcome to my channel. In this video we will solve 4 problems of exercise 13.2, problem number 5, problem number 6, problem number 7 and problem number 8. So this exercise 13.2 is of chapter 13, limits and derivatives of 11th class maths. Let us start with the 5th problem. Let us read it. For the function fx equal to x raised to 100 divided by 100 plus x raised to 99 divided by 99 plus and so on plus x square divided by 2 plus x plus 1, prove that f prime of 1 is equal to 100 times f prime of 0. So we have to prove that derivative of f at 1 is equal to 100 times derivative of f at 0. Okay, this is the function fx. Let us start with the problem solution. What is given? Given is the function fx. So given fx equal to x raised to 100 divided by 100 plus x raised to 99 divided by 99 and so on plus x square by 2 plus x plus 1. Okay, to prove this we have to first find f prime of x, right? That is derivative of fx. So f prime of x is equal to d by dx of fx. This is another notation for f prime of x. This notation is helpful than this one. So this will be equal to d by dx of fx is this. So let us put fx now. Okay, so x raised to 100 divided by 100 plus x raised to 99 divided by 99 and so on plus x square divided by 2 plus x plus 1, right? Now we have to use the property 1 of algebra of derivatives, that is the property of addition. So derivative of sum of functions is the sum of their respective derivatives. That means the derivative you can apply to each of the terms in the sum. So what we will get? We are calculating f prime of x. So this will be equal to derivative of the first term d by dx of x raised to 100 divided by 100 plus derivative of the second term d by dx of x raised to 99 divided by 99, then and so on plus derivative of x square by 2 then we have derivative of x, so plus d by dx of x, and we have the last term as derivative of the constant 1. So this will imply f prime of x is equal to, now you can see that 1 by 100 here is a constant, so that we can take it out of the derivative. So you will get 1 by 100 derivative of x raised to 100, now plus again you can see 1 by 99 is a constant, so that we can take it out of the derivative. So 1 by 99 derivative of x raised to 99 and so on. Again you can see that this is 1 by 2, so that is a constant, we can take it out, half d by dx of x square plus this we will write it as it is, d by dx of x, and this derivative also we will write it as it is, so plus d by dx of 1. So this will imply f prime of x is equal to 1 by 100. D by dx of 100 now we have to see. So d by dx of x raised to 100 is of the type d by dx of x raised to n, right, where n is a positive integer. Okay, so this will be equal to, you have already studied this formula, derivative of x raised to n where n is a positive integer is equal to n times x raised to n minus 1, right. So what you will get here, you will get n, that is 100, x raised to n minus 1, that is 100 minus 1, which is 99, plus now 1 by 99, here derivative of x raised to 99, so same formula, that is n 99 x raised to 99 minus 1, which is 98, and so on, plus half, n is 2 here, so 2 times x raised to 2 minus 1, which is 1, then plus derivative of x. This derivative of x you can also write it by formula, but you better remember this derivative, that derivative of x, so that is 1. Okay, you have to remember this, derivative of x is always 1, plus derivative of a constant 1 is 0. Okay, so what we will get here, f prime of x is equal to, you can see that 100 and 100 gets cancelled here, 99 and 99 gets cancelled, 2 and 2 gets cancelled, and in between also you will have similar terms cancelled, as in if you look at this, the term which is after this term, then it will be 1 by 98 multiplied by 98 x raised to 97, so 98 and 98 will get cancelled. Okay, and so on. And if you look at the term which is before this term, what it will be, 1 by 3 times 3 x square, so 3 and 3 will get cancelled. Okay, so what you will get is f prime of x, x raised to 99, then plus x raised to 98, plus and so on, plus x raised to 1, that is x, then plus 1. Okay, so this is f prime of x. Now using this we have to calculate f prime of 1 and f prime of 0. Okay, so first let us calculate f prime of 1. So this will be equal to 1 raised to 99 plus 1 raised to 98 and so on, plus 1 raised to 1, that is 1, right, x raised to 1 this is, so that is x. So if you substitute 1 in x, you will get 1 only, plus 1. So this will imply what, f prime of 1 is equal to, see this 1 raised to 99 is 1, plus 1 raised to 98 is 1, and so on up to this 1, and one more 1 is there here. Okay, now you have to count how many 1s are there here. So you can see this is 1 raised to 99, which denotes the 99th term. Okay, and then this 1 raised to 98, if it denotes the 98th term. Okay, it denotes the 98th term, and so on, and this denotes the first term. Okay, because here you had 1 raised to 1. So these terms, if you calculate the number of them, they are 99 terms, right? And you have one more term here. This is one term which is there. Okay, so you are counting from here actually. This is the first term, second term, up to 98th term, and then 99th term. So these are 99 terms and one more term is there. So if you add these terms, how many terms in total are there? 100 terms. Okay, so what you will get? F prime of 1 will be equal to, so see, if you add 1 2 times, let us say, so that is 1 plus 1, what you will get? 2. If you add 1 5 times, what you will get? 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1, that is 5. If you add 1 10 times, you will get 10. And if you add 100 times, what you will get? 100. Okay, so this is f prime of 1. Now let us look at f prime of 0. So this will be equal to what? Just substitute 0 in this f prime of x. So that is 0 raised to 99 plus 0 raised to 98 and so on, plus 0, right, plus 1. So you will get f prime of 0 equal to 0 plus 0 and so on, plus 0 plus 1, right? So that means f prime of 0 is equal to 1. So let us call this f prime of 1 as equation 1 and f prime of 0 as equation 2. Okay, now let us calculate what is 100 times f prime of 0. So this will be nothing but 100 times f prime of 0 is 1 here. So what you will get is 100, right? So this we will call it as equation 3. So if you look at equation 1 and equation 3, what you find? Both are equal, right? F prime of 1 and 100 times f prime of 0 are equal. So that means what you will get? F prime of 1 is equal to 100 times f prime of 0. This is from 1 and 3. Okay, so this only we wanted to prove, right? You can see here, prove that f prime of 1 is equal to 100 times f prime of 0. So that we have proved here. So hence proved. Okay, so that is the answer. Now let us go to the next one, that is the sixth. Find the derivative of x raised to n plus a times x raised to n minus 1 plus a square x raised to n minus 2 and so on, plus a raised to n minus 1 x plus a raised to n for some fixed real number a. So here we have to find the derivative of these polynomial. Okay, so let us start. This is very easy problem. So we have to find the derivative of this polynomial. So the derivative of x raised to n plus a times x raised to n minus 1 plus a square x raised to n minus 2 and so on up to a raised to n minus 1 x plus a raised to n is d by dx of x raised to n plus a times x raised to n minus 1 plus a square x raised to n minus 2 and so on plus a raised to n minus 1 x plus a raised to n. So we have only written the derivative in terms of symbol. Okay, d by dx of. So this will be equal to what? Again we have to use the property 1 of algebra of derivatives, and that is you have to operate the derivative to each term, right? So d by dx of x raised to n plus d by dx of a times x raised to n minus 1 plus d by dx of a square x raised to n minus 3 n minus 2, okay, plus and so on, derivative of a raised to n minus 1x and plus derivative of a raised to n. Okay, so this will be equal to what? Now you know the formula for d by dx of x raised to n. It is the direct formula, that is n times x raised to n minus 1. Okay, then plus here what we have to do first, we have to take this constant out, right? A times derivative of x raised to n minus 1, right? Plus here we have to take this constant out, a square, then derivative of x raised to n minus 2, and then so on, plus here we have to take this constant out, so a raised to n minus 1 derivative of x, and plus now this is derivative of a constant a raised to n. For some fixed real number a it is given, so that means a is a constant, so a raised to n becomes a constant, so derivative of a constant is 0. Okay, so this will be equal to n times x raised to n minus 1 plus you have a times derivative of x raised to n minus 1 will be what? See, you know the formula for derivative of x raised to n, that is nothing but n times x raised to n minus 1, where n is any positive integer. Okay, so if you have a positive integer n minus 1, then what you will get? The derivative of x raised to n minus 1. So derivative of x raised to n minus 1 will be n minus 1, right, multiplied by x raised to n minus 1 minus 1. So if you compare it with this formula here, now n is n minus 1, so what you would have got when it was n, it was n here, right? So now it is n minus 1 and power was n minus 1, so now it is n minus 1, right, minus 1. So whenever it is n, you have n here, so whenever it will be n minus 1, you will have n minus 1 here, and this minus 1 is then followed. Okay, minus 1. So what will be the derivative that I have to write here? N minus 1 x raised to n minus 1 minus 1. Okay, then next plus a square, this now is n minus 2, so the derivative of x raised to n minus 2 will be n minus 2 x raised to n minus 2 minus 1. Okay, have you understood this? Okay, then and so on, plus a raised to n minus 1 derivative of x, you know it directly, that is 1. Okay, then plus 0, so no need to write that. Okay, so you will get this. Now this will be equal to n times x raised to n minus 1 plus a times n minus 1 x raised to, now you can see this is n minus 1 minus 1, so minus 1 will be minus 2, so n minus 2 you will get, plus a square n minus 2 x raised to, this is n, and minus 2 minus 1 will be minus 3, right, and so on, plus a raised to n minus 1. Okay, so this is the answer. We have calculated the derivative of the given polynomial. Okay, that was this polynomial. So we got the solution. Now let us go to the next one, that is the 7th one. So the question is, for some constants a and b, find the derivative of. There are 3 sub problems, and in each sub problems there are constants a and b. You have to find the derivative of each of the sub problems. So solution, first one, derivative of this will be d by dx of x minus a multiplied by x minus b. So you can put a square bracket like this here. Okay, you have to put a square bracket in this way. So this will be equal to what? Now this function is of the type uv. So if you remember the formula for the derivative of uv, what it is? So uv prime is equal to u, that is the first function, multiplied by derivative of the second, that is v prime, plus the second function multiplied by the derivative of the first one, that is u prime. Okay, so this is the formula. Now this is the first function u, this is the second function v. So derivative of u v will be u, that is x minus a, the first function, multiplied by derivative of the second function, so d by dx of x minus b, plus the second function x minus b multiplied by derivative of the first function x minus a. So these are easy problems, you can see, only you have to use the formula properly. Okay, so this will be equal to x minus a multiplied by, now see, derivative of x we have to take, so d by dx of x minus derivative of the constant, okay, minus derivative of b, plus x minus b, then here derivative of x, that is d by dx of x, minus derivative of this constant, so derivative of a. Okay, so what we will get? X minus a times derivative of x, you know what it is, 1, minus derivative of the constant b is 0. Now plus you have x minus b multiplied by derivative of x, you know what it is, 1, minus derivative of the constant a is 0. So what we will get? X minus a plus x minus b. Okay, so this will be equal to what? X plus x is 2x and minus a minus b. Okay, that is the answer for the first sub problem. Now let us go to the second one. Second one is ax square plus b the whole square, right? So derivative of this we have to take, so d by dx of ax square plus b the whole square. Now this is equal to derivative of d by dx of ax square plus b the whole square, we can write it as ax square plus b multiplied by ax square plus b, right? If it was x square, you could have written it as x multiplied by x. Now here it is ax square plus b the whole square, so 2 times ax square plus b will be there, right, multiplied. Okay, now again you can see this is of the type u v, product rule you have to use, as we have used for the sub problem 1. So this will be equal to what? U, the first function, ax square plus b times derivative of the second, so d by dx of ax square plus b. Now plus the second function ax square plus b multiplied by the first function, that is derivative of ax square plus b. Okay, so this will be equal to ax square plus b times, now derivative of ax square will be what? A is a constant, so it will come out of the derivative, multiplied by derivative of x square is what? It is 2 times x raised to 2 minus 1, which is 1. So 2 times x raised to 1, which is 2x. Okay, plus derivative of b is what? 0, plus you have ax square plus b times, again here you have derivative of ax square. A is a constant, it will come out of the derivative, multiplied by derivative of x square, that is 2x, plus derivative of the constant is 0. Okay, so this will be equal to ax square plus b times a times 2x is 2ax plus ax square plus b multiplied by, again this is 2ax. So this will be equal to, now you can see that you have the sum of two equal terms, so that means it will be 2 times the equal term, right? So that is what? 2 times ax square plus b multiplied by 2ax, and that will be equal to what? 2 times 2 is 4, and then ax, right here, which is there, so 4ax times this ax square plus b. Okay, so this is the solution of the second sub problem. Okay, now let us go to the third sub problem. So third sub problem is x minus a divided by x minus b. So derivative of this we have to take, so d by dx of x minus a times x minus a divided by x minus b. Okay, so here the function is of the type u by v. Okay, and if you remember the formula for u by v derivative, that is what? So u by v prime is equal to v u prime minus u v prime divided by v square. Okay, so this will be equal to what? V, that is x minus b multiplied by derivative of u, that is x minus a, minus u, that is x minus a, times derivative of v, that is x minus b, and then this is whole divided by v square, so that is x minus b the whole square, right? So this will be equal to what? X minus b times, now derivative of x is 1 minus derivative of a is 0, so minus, this is x minus a multiplied by derivative of x is 1 minus derivative of the constant b is 0 divided by x minus b the whole square. Okay, so this will be equal to x minus b times 1 minus x minus a times 1 divided by x minus b the whole square. Okay, now this will get simplified, so this will be equal to x minus b, because x minus b times 1 is x minus b, minus x minus a times 1 will be x minus a, so minus x minus a, right? divided by x minus b the whole square. So x minus b the whole square. So this will be equal to what? X minus b. Now we can open the bracket by multiplying this minus sign to the terms. So minus x, minus of minus a is plus a, and that is divided by x minus b the whole square. So this will be equal to what? X and minus x will get cancelled. You have here a, then minus b divided by x minus b the whole square. Okay, so that is the answer for the third sub problem. So we have solved the seventh problem, right? So problems are very easy. Only thing what you have to know, the formulae. Okay, let us go to the eighth problem. This is the last one in this video. Find the derivative of x raised to n minus a raised to n divided by x minus a for some constant a. Okay, so solution. So the derivative of this will be what? D by dx of x raised to n minus a raised to n divided by x minus a. Is this problem difficult? No, because in the previous sub problem only we have seen this type of function. This is of the type uv, right? So you know the formula for u by v. Okay, u by v type this is, right? So u by v derivative formula you know, so you have to use that. So this will be equal to what? V, that is x minus a, times derivative of u, that is x raised to n minus a raised to n minus v u, sorry, that is x raised to n minus a raised to n derivative of v, right? That is derivative of x minus a, and this is divided by v square, so x minus a the whole square, right? So this will be equal to what? X minus a times, now derivative of this is, derivative of x raised to n is what? N times x raised to n minus 1 minus derivative of a raised to n. Derivative of a raised to n means derivative of constant, right? So that is 0 minus x raised to n minus a raised to n multiplied by derivative of x is 1, you know this, minus derivative of a is 0. Okay, and then divided by x minus a the whole square. So this will be equal to x minus a times n x raised to n minus 1 minus x raised to n minus a raised to n multiplied by 1, right, divided by x minus a the whole square, right? So what you will get if you simplify the numerator? So you will get x times n x raised to n minus 1. Okay, x times n x raised to n minus 1, then minus a times n x raised to n minus 1 will be minus a n x raised to n minus 1, right? Then minus of x raised to n, and minus of minus a raised to n is plus a raised to n, right? This is divided by x minus a the whole square. Okay, so this will be equal to what? Now if you look at this, this is x multiplied by x raised to n minus 1. So what it is? So x multiplied by x raised to n minus 1 is equal to x raised to 1 plus n minus 1. Okay, so law of exponents. So here it was 1, right? So x raised to, because the base is same, so we can add the exponents. So 1 plus n minus 1. So 1 and minus 1 will get cancelled and you will get x raised to n. Okay. So x raised to n you will get, there is n multiplied. So here you will get n multiplied by, right, x raised to n. So minus, this will be the same term, a n x raised to n minus 1 and minus x raised to n plus a raised to n. Okay, divided by x minus a the whole square. So this is the solution for the last problem, the 8th one. Okay, so that's it in the video. If you have liked my video, please hit the like button. If you have not subscribed my channel, please do subscribe to get such videos. I'll see you in the next video.